My name is Damian Brown. I'm the head brewer and one of the co-founders at the Bronx Brewery.
Chris Gallant, general manager of the Bronx Brewery, also one of the co-founders. The company started back in 2009 when Steve O'Sullivan and Niall Henry, two of our other part-time partners, both from the Bronx, went to high school at Fordham Prep, decided they wanted to start a brewery in their home borough. So they got together, they formed a company, they reached out to the University of California, where Damian was in the Master Brewer program. And then after that, reached out to me. I had been working for Heineken. So the four of us got together and formed the company. It took a little while to raise some money and then started selling last September.
We decided to launch with a pale ale and really make it our flagship beer for a couple of reasons. I think the first one, we both enjoyed making and drinking pale ales. So that's important, obviously, to have fun with what you're making. Also, we wanted something that was very balanced and something that was very approachable by, both craft beer drinkers and not craft beer drinkers. And a pale ale is a good style for that. It's a year-round beer, something that goes well with a lot of food, and we think it's just a very versatile beer. I guess in terms of describing the beer and talking a bit about its flavor profile, we generally describe it as a big, malty, dry hopped American style pale ale. In terms of other characteristics of it, it's a 6.3% alcohol beer, so it's a pretty big pale ale, I think, both in terms of flavor, body, and alcohol content than most pale ales. And really, for us it was important to have a balanced beer, so a good balance between hops and malt flavors, alcohol, and yet something gentle and sort of approachable to drink.
The next beer we're going to come out with will also be a pale ale, be a different style of pale ale. We really feel like that's our sweet spot, so we wanted to really explore that category.
When we launched, we decided that we would self-distribute. So basically, New York allows breweries to self-distribute up to a certain amount of production. And it was important to us to make that decision for a couple reasons. One, we get out and the two of us are the ones driving the truck around the city, delivering the kegs. It's a great opportunity to build relationships with beverage managers, bartenders, bar owners, talk about the beer, tell them why we think it's unique, get some feedback from them on how it's doing. It's also important for us as we're growing our brand to maintain as much control as we can.
It's so important to just know, for us to learn and know the business model from end to end. So, from sourcing the raw materials all the way down through, through brewing, through distributing, through selling, and then actually, talking to the consumer. We have the complete picture of what the business model looks like. So, very helpful to know as we grow. Currently, we're sold at about 30 bars throughout the Bronx and Manhattan. Bars like the Bronx Ale House on 238th Street, Bruckner Bar and Grill, Ginger Man, Taproom 307, Jimmy's number 43. So a lot of really big beer bars.
The Bronx has given us so much, so it's only, I think, fair for us to give back whatever we can. And we're a small company. We're certainly not profitable at this point, but one thing we have committed to all the investors is that we'll be allocating a small percentage of our profits back to the community. I'm Damian Brown.
I'm Chris Gallant.
We're the Bronx Brewery.
And you're watching LocalBozo.com.
Cheers.